Chapter 1901. Who do you think can't handle it? I think it's you who can't handle it. Kingsley exploded, glancing at Sean who was eating. They say doctors are cold, I wonder if it's true. This guy is even less interested in women than Benjamin. Sean squinted at him, staring. What's with that look? Tone it down. If you keep thinking nonsense, I'll leave you here and let you figure out how to get out. You're always in the hospital, I haven't seen you with a woman, are you frigid? Kingsley continued to dance around in his minefield. Sean turned and walked out. Hey, aren't you going to help me out? Kingsley panicked, calling out for Sean to come over, but he didn't. If I fall, it's on you. Kingsley stood up on one foot, holding onto the sink, taking small steps towards the door. Dr. Bailey, I was wrong, come and help me out quickly. Sean, if I fall again, I'll definitely have a bone to pick with you, are you really not coming in? Alright, Sean, I'll report you to Director Bailey in a bit. Sean, are you done yet? It's late at night, don't you know you might disturb others? Sean really didn't want to deal with him, still chattering away. If he wasn't worried that he would keep shouting and disturb the other patient's rest, he wouldn't even bother. Kingsley pouted, whispering, why are you so heartless, not even coming to help me out? Sean gave him a glare and helped him out. Kingsley leaned on him, deliberately putting all his weight on him. Sean, helping him sit back on the bed, lie down, I'll apply the medicine for you. This time, Kingsley behaved, quickly lying down and letting Sean apply the medicine. Sean pulled a chair over, mixed the crushed herbs, and applied them with the gauze. He wrapped several layers of gauze. He fixed it in place until the medicine could no longer seep out. Worried that he might bump into it while sleeping at night, Sean moved a pillow under his legs. After doing all this, he looked up to see the guy who had just been chattering away now fast asleep. Sean's mouth twitched, he falls asleep quickly. He covered Kingsley with a blanket and then went to the restroom to wash his hands. He turned off the lights and went to sleep on the couch. After tutoring the children with their homework and putting them to bed, Orissa returned to the bedroom, and it was already past 11. Benjamin was not there. She went to the restroom, freshened up, and then got ready for bed. Benjamin entered. Benjamin was wearing a bathrobe, with only the belt tied around his waist, his chest muscles faintly visible. Are you done with your work? Orissa lay down, her eyes following Benjamin's figure. Yeah. Benjamin glanced at her, then turned and went to the restroom. The door was left slightly ajar. As she heard the sound of running water from inside, Orissa shifted her gaze. But in her mind, she couldn't help but picture Benjamin's muscular physique. Soon, Benjamin came out. He lifted the covers, got into bed, and lay down beside her. The lights went out. Benjamin's arm wrapped around her, and she instantly found herself in his embrace. Benjamin nuzzled against her neck, planting kisses as well. It felt tingly and numb. Orissa tucked her neck in. I'm going to sleep. Benjamin held her, his hand also becoming restless. The hand wrapped around her waist, kneading there. Rubbing. Through the silky fabric of her pajamas, his palm warmth spread to her body, sending a current. It made her feel weak. His other hand was not idle either, moving upwards. Pressing down on her soft chest, controlling the pressure very well. Bringing her a tantalizing pleasure. Orissa's breathing became erratic, her eyes misty, exuding a moistness. Alluring and charming, Benjamin kissed her face, showing no intention of letting her sleep. Chapter 1902. Orissa's heart was stirred by Benjamin's teasing. She turned around, avoiding Benjamin's mischievous hand. Unexpectedly, this made it even more convenient for Benjamin. With a long arm, Benjamin immediately pulled her into his arms, lying on top of her. His hand controlled the back of her head. He kissed her, gently parting her lips. He dove in, entwining with her playfully. Orissa was captivated by the kiss from Benjamin. Benjamin's distinct knuckles could be addictive, yet also bring pleasure. Orissa lay soft all over him, blushing. You, she gasped, wanting to stop him, yet also anticipating. Just for a moment, Benjamin kissed her, holding her hand against his body. Benjamin's gaze was fiery, enduring the extreme discomfort. Marissa's face flushed repeatedly. 30 minutes later, the two of them lay breathless on the bed, an ambiguous air lingering in the room. Marissa's face blushed repeatedly. Benjamin's narrow pupils flashed with a hint of a smile as he pecked her face. Tenderly, he said, "Thank you, honey." Blushing, Marissa glared at him. "Go tidy up quickly, I'm going to sleep." She turned her back to him. Benjamin chuckled lightly and got up to go to the restroom. Benjamin soon returned, holding a towel in his hand, and took her hand to wipe her. Marissa, thinking about how she had just helped him. She felt awkward all over. Her palms felt very hot. She wanted to pull her hand back, but was held by Benjamin. Marissa pouted, staring at Benjamin's handsome face. Mr. Graham was completely naked, exposed in front of her, his golden ratio figure, perfect waist and abdomen. His firm shoulders exuded a seductive charm. Marissa's cheeks flushed, quietly reminding him, "Can't you put on some clothes? Anyway, I'll have to take them off later." Benjamin raised an eyebrow, looking very handsome. He leaned down and kissed her. "It's not like you haven't seen it before." Marissa's cheeks were burning. "You're unbelievable." Benjamin smiled pleasantly, turned around and went to the restroom to tidy up. She lay on the bed, smelling the familiar scent in the air, her cheeks burning hot. Marissa tossed and turned on the bed, quickly forcing herself not to think about those naughty thoughts, trying to calm down and sleep. When Benjamin came out, she hadn't fallen asleep yet, and Mr. Graham returned to bed. "Why aren't you asleep yet?" Marissa glared at him irritably. "I was about to fall asleep." "Really?" Benjamin hugged her, rubbing his neck against hers. "Are you thinking about me?" Marissa was speechless. "Don't move around, I really need to sleep. I have to pick up Dad from the hospital tomorrow." Benjamin raised an eyebrow, his hand rubbing her waist, then gently placed on her belly. "We don't have to go pick him up." "No." Marissa turned to look at him. "If you can't sleep, you can sleep on the couch." Benjamin sighed, "Not letting me in bed." As a punishment, he playfully bit her ear. "You're disturbing me, I can't sleep." Marissa pouted. Benjamin chuckled. "Honey, shall we continue doing something?" His deep, hoarse voice was alluring. Marissa blinked and decisively refused. No, that feeling would be addictive, and besides, he couldn't do much to her. Always thinking about that, it's uncomfortable. Benjamin sighed regretfully. "I thought you wanted it." "Marissa, can we still sleep well?" Benjamin kissed her face and suddenly said seriously, "I won't disturb you anymore, go to sleep." Marissa saw that he was really calming down and brewing sleepiness, so she smiled. She closed her eyes too. The night was quiet, the weather was cool. Easy to fall asleep. Chapter 1903. The next day, Marissa woke up to find that Benjamin was not in bed. She quickly sat up, thinking she was running late. Hurriedly, she went to the restroom and saw Benjamin coming out from inside. "What's the rush?" Benjamin raised an eyebrow, looking at her anxious state. "Oh, you're still here. I thought you had left without me." Marissa breathed a sigh of relief. Benjamin pinched her cheek. "It's only a little after 6. "Oh." Marissa looked outside and realized it was just dawn. "I'm going to wash my face." Seeing that he was already cleaned up, she went into the restroom. Benjamin smiled and reminded her, "Take your time, no rush." Got it. Thinking she had overslept, Marissa relaxed upon realizing it was only 6 o'clock. Benjamin left the bedroom to wake the children up and get them ready. He then came back to change his clothes. Marissa finished washing up and saw that he had already changed. "Did you wake the kids up?" she asked as she headed towards the door. "They're up, come and change." Benjamin had prepared a dress for her, a maternity gown. It was loose-fitting and the latest style. Marissa glanced at him. "Is Jessie up too?" "Yes." Benjamin nodded, his gaze fixed on her. Benjamin stretched his long legs and sat casually on the edge of the bed, exuding a sense of dominance. Marissa smiled and glanced at him several times. "You're so good at waking up Jessie like that." She envied him. Every day, waking up Jessie was a skill. "Is it difficult to wake him up?" Benjamin raised a handsome eyebrow, his eyes smiling at her. Marissa nodded. "Yes, Jessie is the hardest to wake up. He loves to sleep in." "Maybe your method is wrong." Benjamin smiled. Orissa admired him. She really couldn't find a way to wake Jessie up as effectively as Jasper could. The same words, when she said them, might not be effective, but when Jasper said them, they would definitely get Jessie up. Benjamin pulled her over and helped her take off her clothes. Orissa blushed and turned slightly. I can do it myself. She took the bra and put it on, then buttoned it up. Benjamin's hand reached out and skillfully buttoned it for her. Is it too tight? Benjamin stared at her fair skin. It's fine. Orissa quickly put on her dress. Benjamin held her on his lap, pecked her delicate face, and said, I'll have someone send a new batch over. This one might be a bit tight. Orissa glanced at him, feeling sweet inside. It's not too tight right now. The bigger size will be faster. It's good to be prepared in advance. Benjamin spoke as casually as if they were discussing the weather, and Orissa's cheeks turned slightly red. Okay. Orissa pushed him away and stood up. I'll go check if the kids are ready. Come here, your shoes aren't on properly yet. Benjamin pulled her back and bent down to help her put on her shoes. Orissa stood and changed her shoes herself. Flat shoes were comfortable. Benjamin picked up his phone and then led her out of the bedroom. The kids were ready, carrying their backpacks as they walked out of the room. Mommy, why are you up so early today? The 6 kids were surprised to see Orissa also awake. Orissa looked embarrassed. Mommy usually wakes up early. The 6 kids chuckled and didn't expose her. Have you all packed your homework books? Benjamin reminded the children. Yes, we have, the 6 Jaspers replied in unison. Great, if everything is packed, let's go downstairs for breakfast and then head to school, Benjamin said, leading Orissa downstairs. Oh, wait. Isn't Grandpa supposed to be discharged from the hospital today? Gavin suddenly remembered, looking at Benjamin and Orissa. Chapter 1904. Not so fast, you have to stay in the hospital until noon. Benjamin glanced at the children. Can we go pick up old Mr. after school? Timothy looked at Benjamin. Orissa smiled. You want to pick up your grandpa? The kids nodded vigorously. Yes. Orissa looked at them, then at Benjamin. Why don't we let them go pick up Dad from the hospital too? Darius would be happy to see them. Benjamin looked at her. Aren't they going to school? Orissa smiled. They finish school early in the morning. They'll have time to come over. Timothy, Gavin, Zachary, Oliver, Jessie, and Jasper were thrilled to hear Orissa agree to let them go pick up old Mr. After we bring Grandpa home, we'll go back to school in the afternoon. Gavin looked at Benjamin, waiting to see if his daddy would agree. If you don't mind the trouble, then go ahead. Benjamin relented. Yay. The 6 kids were ecstatic. I'll give you 3 extra points. Oliver grinned. Benjamin twitched his mouth. Why not 5 or 10 points? They were quick to deduct points from him, but slow to give them. When will they ever give him the score they promised? Why didn't you agree to us right away? 3 points is already generous. Jasper teased Benjamin. Benjamin. The children had the upper hand, and he couldn't do anything about it. Orissa couldn't help but laugh and cry. The family had breakfast downstairs, and Benjamin and Orissa took the children to school. Orissa wanted to go directly to the hospital, but Benjamin insisted on taking her to the company for a meeting. Benjamin moved up the meeting time by an hour to come early and pick up Darius. Everyone received the notification and hurriedly came from home to attend the meeting. Even Ethan received a last-minute phone call. Although he usually came to work early, today he was caught off guard by the 1-hour advance notice. You can go to the meeting, no need to bring me along. I'll go to the hospital to pick Dad up. Orissa tried to persuade him, but he had something to attend to and insisted on bringing her along. If his daughter-in-law goes to pick him up, I can't just stay behind. Dad will give me a hard time. Benjamin pinched her nose, speaking sincerely. Orissa glanced at him. Didn't you say I shouldn't go? Benjamin smiled. Since you're going, I have to go too. Orissa's mouth twitched. Well, you don't have to bring me to the company. I can go to the hospital first and wait for you. No need to go so early. They are still doing IV in the morning. Benjamin squeezed her hand, reassuring her not to worry. Orissa had no choice but to accompany Benjamin to the company since she was already in the car on the way. She waited for him to finish the meeting in the office. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Darius was eagerly waiting at the door early in the morning. Are they here to pick me up yet? Darius looked at the door, eager to be discharged as soon as possible. William couldn't help but laugh and cry at the sight. It's still early, you still have to have your IV in the morning, you can only go home after it's done. Then go hurry Sean up, I need to finish the IV and go home quickly. Darius was very anxious, even if Benjamin and the others didn't come, he had to go back. You should have breakfast first. When William saw Edwin and Mary coming over, he told Darius, then went to find Sean. Is Arissa not coming? Darius looked around, seeing Edwin and Mary coming over, but not Benjamin and Arissa, feeling a little disappointed. Benjamin and Arissa probably went to the company first, they will come later. Edwin served breakfast to Darius, while saying so. Upon hearing this, old Mr. Graham smiled. Well, let them be busy, they don't have to come over, I'll go home by myself. Edwin and Mary smiled at each other. Chapter 1905. When Julia finished work, she received a call from her mother. Mom, what's up? She answered the phone while walking towards the elevator. Julia, I've arranged a blind date for you. Find some time to meet the other person for a meal. Julia was taken aback by her mother's words. Mom, my job isn't stable yet. Let's talk about this later. She hadn't even graduated and become a regular employee yet, why rush into marriage? You can quit that job of yours. Always busy and dizzy, I'm telling you, girls should settle down early, the later, the less chance. The person I found for you this time is excellent, really, a friend introduced him. She said he's a doctor like you, you'll have a lot to talk about. Her mother kept on talking. Julia was on night duty and just wanted to go home and sleep. When the elevator door opened, she walked in. Mom, I'm tired, I don't want to talk about this now. She really wasn't interested in blind dates. But her mother kept talking. Julia, let me tell you, he's even better than you. If he likes you, it won't matter if you continue being a doctor or not, I won't stop you. He's really outstanding, you should meet him. Even if you don't like him, it's okay. Julia sighed. Got it, I'm hanging up. Julia didn't take it seriously, went back to her place, and went to sleep. Sean got up in the morning and had breakfast at Kingsley's place before heading over to Darius. Can I be discharged today? Kingsley asked Sean, looking at his foot. Seeing how eager Kingsley was to leave, Sean smiled and said, yes, you can, your foot can heal anywhere. Kingsley grinned happily, then I'll be discharged with old Mr. Graham. Sean reminded him, if you need anything, call 12. I'll go check on old Mr. Graham first. Got it. Kingsley picked up his phone to play games, having nothing much to do today and recovering well. Sean had already checked his medical report early in the morning and found no issues. He went to see old Mr. Graham, where he also saw Victor. After greeting them, Sean started the IV for old Mr. Graham and didn't see any indication that Victor was leaving. He excused himself and went back to the ward to inform Kingsley. Your grandfather is with old Mr. Graham. Shortly after, Kingsley called. You didn't tell my grandpa I'm here, did you? I didn't, but whether old Mr. Graham will mention it, I'm not sure. Sean chuckled, knowing it was highly likely that old Mr. Graham might slip up. Kingsley looked at his foot and said, well, if he does, he does. I'm fine now anyway, at most, he would just be nagged by his family. Sean chuckled, hung up the phone, and started prescribing medication for old Mr. Graham. After finishing the IV, they would be able to go home. Just as he was busy, Sean's mother arrived. Busy? She asked, taking a seat and looking at Sean. Mom. Sean saw her like this, she should have something to say to him, so he stopped his work. I'm preparing medicine for old Mr. Graham. He'll be discharged soon. Mrs. Bailey nodded and glanced at her son. You're not young anymore. In a few months, Benjamin will have second batch of kids. Do you really not have any interest in any girl? Mrs. Bailey went straight to the point. Sean's eyes flickered, he turned back to look at the medicine cabinet, planning to pick out better ones for Darius. No, Mrs. Bailey looked at him with a lack of interest. You haven't found anyone yourself, You don't go on blind dates arranged by mom. What are you thinking? Do you plan to live alone for the rest of your life? Or do you like men? Sean's mouth twitched. I'm perfectly normal. Chapter 1906. Are you not looking for a partner either? Mrs. Bailey also felt exhausted. Look at your colleagues who are the same age as you. They are all getting married, some even have children already. If you don't hurry up, you will become old Mr. Sean was busy working, not paying much attention to what his mother was saying. It seemed like she had a lot to say. My friend introduced a girl to me. She looks pretty good. Why don't you go meet her? Sure, you can arrange it. Sean replied. Sean's mother's eyes lit up. Really? Yes. Sean continued to focus on his computer, making sure all the prescriptions were complete. Mrs. Bailey was delighted. You must meet her. I will communicate with the other party and arrange a time to let you know. She is also busy with work. Seems like she is a doctor too. Do you hear me? If you don't make a move soon, a woman will be pushed onto you directly as an old mister. Mrs. Bailey warned Sean. I got it. Sean glanced at his mother. Sean's mother finally smiled contentedly, not bothering him with work anymore, and went out to arrange a meeting time with the girl. Sean didn't pay much attention, carefully checked the prescriptions for old Mr. Graham, making sure nothing was missed before placing the order. After Mrs. Bailey left Sean's office, she called her friend. My son is fine with it. He agreed to meet the girl. When is she available to meet him? I see. It's okay. She can make time. My son can meet her whenever. Okay, that's settled then. I'll wait for your message. Mrs. Bailey went to check on old Mr. Graham before heading home with Mr. Bailey. On the way, she shared the good news with him. My friend found a girl, but she hasn't replied yet on when to meet for a date. Sean has already agreed to meet with her on my behalf. Mr. Bailey looked at her. What does the girl do? Well, she's also a doctor, but it seems like she just started her internship recently. Which hospital is she from? Mr. Bailey asked. My friend didn't remember, probably didn't ask. If they hit it off when they meet and she's from a different hospital, it's fine to transfer. Mrs. Bailey was filled with anticipation. Don't get too excited yet. It's not certain whether your son will actually meet her for a date. Mr. Bailey knew his son well and wasn't trying to dampen her spirits. Mrs. Bailey frowned and looked at him. If it doesn't work out this time, I won't care anymore. Let him do as he pleases. You can't just let him do as he pleases. If it doesn't work out this time, we'll arrange an engagement for him directly. Engagement with who? Mrs. Bailey asked. We'll pick someone from the major families at random. Mr. Bailey didn't care if his son would like it or not. Is that okay? Mrs. Bailey looked at her husband, worried about her son's reaction. We've already made the choice for him. It's up to him to seize the opportunity. Mr. Bailey snorted. Sean sneezed. After working for a while, he got up and went to old Mr. Graham's ward. Old Mr. Graham had already had his things packed by Edwin and the others. Victor was not there. Where's old Mr. Bailey? Did he go back? Sean asked. Just leaving. Old Mr. Graham was reading a book and glanced at him. Have you prepared my medicine? It's all ready. Once the IV is done, you can go back. Sean smiled. Darius was eager to go home. That's good. Old Mr. Graham nodded, his face full of smiles. Aren't you waiting for Benjamin and the others to come? Sean glanced at the IV. There was only one bottle left to finish. But neither Benjamin nor Orissa had come over yet. They might be busy. Old Mr. Graham wasn't sure if they would come. They should come. I'll give Benjamin a call to ask. Sean saw that Darius was still looking forward to it, so he called Benjamin. Benjamin had just finished a meeting and was heading back to the office. Benjamin, old Mr. Graham can be discharged today. Are you coming to the hospital? Chapter 1907. We're going over there now. Benjamin walked into the office, and Orissa was sitting on the couch reading a magazine. When she heard his voice, Orissa turned to look at him. Benjamin put away his phone and walked towards her. Let's go to the hospital. Okay. Orissa put down the magazine and picked up her purse. Benjamin packed up his things and then took her to the hospital. They had just arrived downstairs when they received a call from the children. Honey, Orissa put the phone to her ear and called out softly. Mom, we're done with school. We're going to the hospital to pick up Grandpa. It was Gavin's voice. Mom is at the hospital, right? Oliver's voice came from beside him. Yeah, I'm not at the hospital yet. I'm on my way from the company. Orissa told them. Hee, we'll definitely get there before Mom. Oliver's laughter came, and Orissa smiled and got into the car first. Benjamin protected her head and waited for her to get in before getting in himself. We're on our way now, are you guys almost there? Orissa chatted with the children. Our car is already on the road. Zachary's voice came, we're at the intersection. Then you must be faster than us, go help Grandpa pack up first, Mom and Daddy will be there soon. Orissa told the children. Got it, Mom. Jasper and the others responded one after another. Benjamin looked at her as she hung up the phone, he took it and put it in his pocket. Orissa looked at him strangely. What are you doing with my phone? I have my bag. I'm just holding onto it for you. The kids talk too much. Benjamin's thin lips twitched with a hint of sourness. Orissa couldn't help but smile, reaching out to pinch Benjamin's face. Are you jealous of the kids? Benjamin hugged her and kissed her on the cheek. With the kids around, you're ignoring your darling. Hearing Benjamin's complaint, Orissa smiled, holding his face and giving him a deep kiss. I'm not ignoring you. I'm right here with you, aren't I? Orissa kissed him again, comforting him. Benjamin felt warm in his heart. He shared a sweet moment with her. When they arrived at the hospital, the cars which picked up the kids were already downstairs. They're even faster than us. Orissa glanced at the bodyguard who picked up the kids and said to Benjamin. Benjamin held her hand and walked inside. It's closer from the school to here, and there's less traffic. The company is located in the CBD area, with heavy traffic and slower driving speeds. Kingsley was ready, being pushed downstairs by Sean. You can wait downstairs, no need to come up. We'll bring you down later. Sean told him. Alright, I'll wait downstairs for you, Kingsley said, noticing Benjamin and Orissa. Hey, Benjamin, Kingsley waved to the couple. Benjamin and Orissa were about to go to Darius' building when they saw Kingsley in a wheelchair. Both of them were surprised. What happened to him? Orissa asked in astonishment. He should be fine, he shouldn't need a wheelchair. Let's go and take a look. Benjamin didn't know what Kingsley was up to, so he took Orissa over. As they got closer, they saw that Kingsley had medicine on his foot. What's going on with you? Benjamin glanced at Kingsley. They hadn't seen each other all night, and now his foot was acting up again. Kingsley chuckled awkwardly. I broke a bone. Orissa's mouth twitched. How did you manage that? Kingsley touched his nose. I fell. Benjamin furrowed his brow. Did you get into a fight with Sean? That was the only reason he could think of. No, you guys go pick up old Mr. Graham from the hospital. Hurry up, I'll wait for you outside. Kingsley hesitated to speak, reminding them to quickly go pick up old Mr. Graham. Chapter 1908. Benjamin glanced at him and walked away with Orissa. Is your fracture serious? Why aren't you in the hospital room? Orissa turned back to ask Kingsley. Not serious, I'm also discharged today, going home to rest, Kingsley responded, waving to them. Orissa looked at him. Then you go over to the car first and ask 12 to help. Kingsley gave a thumbs up. How did he manage to do this? He was fine when we visited him yesterday. Orissa chatted with Benjamin. Kingsley didn't explain clearly earlier. Benjamin snorted, probably embarrassed. Orissa smiled, unable to guess how Kingsley broke his bone. Sean might know. The couple arrived at Darius' room. Seeing Sean there, Orissa curiously asked, Mr. Bailey, how did Kingsley break his foot? Suddenly everyone looked at her. He fell. Sean chuckled. Kingsley broke his bone. Old Mr. Graham was shocked, looking at them. He fell last night, rolling around in bed, accidentally fell off and fractured his heel, but it's not a big problem, Sean explained. Kingsley needed some time to recover. Falling off the bed and fracturing a bone, is Mr. Watts the first person to do this? Zachary couldn't help but smile. Mr. Watts is really clumsy. Gavin chuckled. Several others also laughed. They often fell to the ground and it was fine. Maybe he bumped into something. Sean smiled and removed the needle from Darius. "Oh, let's go check on him. This kid has been a bit unlucky lately," old Mr. Graham said, wanting to go see Kingsley. "Dad, take it easy. He's downstairs and has been discharged," Orissa said, helping Darius sit down after getting the injection, suggesting he rest before going back. "He broke a bone and still got discharged." Old Mr. Graham looked at her, puzzled by Kingsley's decision. "It's not serious, he can recover anywhere," Benjamin told Darius. Old Mr. Graham shook his head with a smile. "He can rest in the hospital for a few days before going back. He's just like you, can't stay still." Benjamin actually disagreed with Darius going back so soon. Old Mr. Graham pursed his lips. "What do you mean, just like me? I'm fine now, those old problems can be treated in the hospital or at home." Orissa smiled and asked the children, "Have you helped your grandpa tidy up?" "Mommy, Mr. Whitley and Grandma Mary have tidied up." Jessie ran to her side, holding Orissa's hand. Orissa looked at Jessie. "You guys just arrived, right? We've been here for a few minutes." Jessie smiled, showing a hint of white teeth. Orissa ruffled her hair. "Let's go back, they have to go back to school in the afternoon," old Mr. Graham said, wanting to go home. He couldn't stand staying here for another minute. Old Mr. Graham got up early in the morning and kept saying he wanted to go back. Then he wondered why you hadn't come yet, and said he would go back by himself if you didn't come soon. William teased Benjamin and Orissa, joking about Darius. "We went to the company in the morning. He had a meeting, otherwise we would have come straight here." Orissa explained to Darius. "It's okay, I knew he took you to the company," Darius said, glaring at Benjamin. Benjamin helped him into the wheelchair, while William pushed him out. "Get everything, let's go home." Jessie helped carry things, smiling and greeting everyone. Jasper followed behind Darius out of the ward. Benjamin also took Orissa and followed, the group leaving the ward and taking two separate elevators downstairs. Chapter 1909. Kingsley and others were waiting at the door, chatting with the bodyguards. When they finally came down, they were excited, finally able to go back. "Good morning, old Mr. Graham." Kingsley sat in a wheelchair, full of energy, greeting Darius. Darius chuckled as he looked at him. "Sean said you were injured, how's the injury?" Embarrassed by everyone's teasing gaze, Kingsley replied, "It's nothing, it'll be fine in a few days." Kingsley smiled and nodded, "Not as noisy as last night. If you want to go back, let's go back together," Darius called out, and Edwin pushed old Mr. Graham to the car. Sean quickly went up to help, along with the bodyguards, to help Darius into the car. Benjamin urged the children, "Get in the car, let's go home, or do you want to go back to school now?" "We want to go home." Zachary looked at Benjamin and quickly expressed his desire. "Daddy, we haven't had lunch yet, if we go back to school now, we won't have any food to eat." Gavin reminded Benjamin, they didn't want to go back to school so soon. "Then let's go home and have lunch, get in the car and let's go back." Orissa reminded the children. Jasper nodded and quickly climbed into the car that picked them up. Benjamin also got into the car with Orissa. Edwin, William, Mary, and Darius were in one car. Kingsley could only hitch a ride with Benjamin's car. "Are you coming over?" Benjamin asked Sean. Sean hadn't been resting well lately, he had been staying at the hospital. "I'll drive myself back." Sean decided to take a rest. "Then bring Kingsley with you." Benjamin didn't wait for Kingsley to get in the car, he told the driver to go. Kingsley. "Benjamin, are you afraid I'll disturb you and Orissa?" He didn't even let him get in the car. Sean smiled, "Wait for me, you can ride in my car." Sean quickly went to drive, his car arrived, and the bodyguard's car had just left. Helping Kingsley into the car, Sean folded the wheelchair and put it in the trunk before returning to the driver's seat and following the convoy. "You can let them come up, no need to drive anymore." Orissa looked at Benjamin, their car could still fit 2 more people. Benjamin looked at her. "Sean has a car here, he's going back to rest, he'll have to drive." Benjamin wasn't worried at all about Kingsley getting back. Orissa smiled. They arrived back at Yaleview in over 20 minutes. Edwin had prepared some ingredients in the morning, The salads that needed steaming just needed to be watched by Millie. The remaining salads to be stir-fried would be done when they returned. Everyone rested in the living room. Edwin, William, and Mary went to the kitchen to help, quickly preparing the food. "Dad, have some hot water." Orissa poured a cup of hot water for Darius. Darius took it and slowly blew on the hot steam. "Kingsley, have a cup of hot water too." Orissa also poured a cup for Kingsley. The children ran to the dining room to see what delicious food was there. "Thank you, Orissa." Kingsley sat in the wheelchair, keeping Darius company. Darius was just sitting temporarily. He probably had to sit for 10 days or so. "Be careful with your foot." Orissa looked at his foot, also surprised. Unexpectedly, he fell off the bed and broke his bone. If he had been quieter, he wouldn't have broken his bone, Sean joked. Orissa smiled. "Mommy, Mr. Whitley said we can eat now." Timothy ran over to inform everyone. Orissa acknowledged and called them over to eat. "You guys go ahead, I'll go call Benjamin," Orissa said as he went to study. Timothy pushed Darius, while Sean pushed Kingsley. Orissa then went to study to call Benjamin to eat. "Darling, it's time to eat." Chapter 19:10. Benjamin was on the phone in the study, and Orissa saw him on the balcony, gently calling out to him. Benjamin turned to her, nodded, indicating that he knew, and continued talking to Pierre for a while. Orissa looked at him and then went to wash her hands to prepare to eat. "Recently, Kingsley may not be able to do anything. Keep an eye on him secretly and contact me anytime you have any news," Benjamin instructed before hanging up the phone and going out to eat. "Darling, hurry up, everyone is waiting for you." Orissa saw him coming out and urged him. "I'm coming." Benjamin washed his hands and walked into the dining room. Wishing old Mr. Graham a speedy recovery and a healthy future, enjoy your meal. Kingsley raised his glass to Darius. Darius chuckled, "Why are you drinking with a broken bone? A little bit won't hurt, it promotes blood circulation. Besides, I still have to take medicine with white wine." Kingsley laughed and turned to look at Sean. "Dr. Bailey, am I right? You're the doctor, you don't need to ask me." Sean raised his glass and also congratulated Darius. Wishing Dad a speedy recovery and a healthy future, never going to the hospital again, and also wishing Kingsley a speedy recovery. Orissa raised her juice and offered her blessings. Jasper and the others also raised their own juice. Everyone raised their glass or juice in front to congratulate the two of them on their discharge. William, Edwin, and Mary celebrated together. The food was simple yet delicious. After finishing the food, Darius went back to his room to rest. The children, Sean, and Kingsley played for a while and were about to leave. "Are you going back?" Sean asked Kingsley, unsure if he was staying or leaving. Kingsley actually wanted to stay here. He glanced at Benjamin, who didn't say anything. "Mr. Watts, stay here. There's no one to take care of you if you go back," Orissa said to Kingsley. Kingsley definitely wouldn't go back to the Watts residence. They still didn't know he was hospitalized. He hadn't been home much, and his family thought he was running around. "Thank you, Orissa," Kingsley said happily. Benjamin glanced at him and then said to Sean, "You've been tired for a while. Rest for a few days. Are you staying here or going back?" "I'm going back." Sean wanted to go back and tidy up his apartment. It had been a while since he had been back. Benjamin nodded, "Then go back and rest." "Kids, have you guys going back to school?" "I will take you there," Sean asked the kids. "Mr. Bailey, aren't you drinking? How can you take us?" Oliver remembered clearly. Sean smiled, "I can ride with you and then go back. Then go together." Orissa thought it was a good idea, "Let the driver take you back." "Okay," Sean nodded. The children really should go back to school. Go back to school and come back to play later, Benjamin urged the children. The children followed Sean out. "Mommy, say goodbye to Mr. Bailey. Daddy, say goodbye to Mr. Bailey." The 6 kids waved goodbye and quickly got into the car. Orissa didn't accompany them, but watched them all get into the car. She turned to Benjamin and said, "You should take him back to his room to rest." Benjamin raised an eyebrow. "He can go up by himself." Kingsley chuckled, not wanting to trouble Benjamin. "Orissa, I'll go up by myself." Having an elevator here was convenient, and Kingsley wheeled himself towards it. We should go up and rest too. Benjamin took Arissa's hand and followed Kingsley. Arissa was surprised. You're going to rest too? Yes. Benjamin nodded at her.